Hey, what's going on, guys? It is your boy, Scythe Lucifer here, and to go along with my most recent video, we are going to start by analyzing the worst chess game I ever played. And, as a 545 rated player, we're gonna have some fun today looking at the theoretical battlefield of under 600 games. So, e4, knight c6, knight f3, e6, all book moves, pretty standard. D4, F5, everything normal. Bishop D3 is in inaccuracy. Apparently I should have just taken this pawn. Knight F6, also a inaccuracy. Apparently they should just take this pawn, which I guess makes sense with the attack on the bishop. D5 is a blunder. The best move is just to take. And then B4. So as you can see, if you're looking at the side advantage, you can see it's like, oh, black is winning. Oh, white is winning because this is just a move. I was like, oh, I'll go here, attack on the knight, attacking this. This is defending this. That's a great move because if takes, I'm just still attacking the knight. But this exists and it's 600 rated games. But I also saw like this and it was like, I don't know. Queen e2 is a bad move. What I saw coming was something with taking here, but the queen protects, the bishop protects. But I also saw like this taking and this taking there, and I didn't want to damage my structure, so I wanted to protect it and stuff like that. I don't know. Anyways, he played the best move in the position. Again, I took best. I put my queen here because I also wanted to defend this while defending this, because I saw takes, takes. I just wanted to defend it. This is apparently a horrible blunder. Why? Because en passant, I don't know if it was the best move in the position. Clearly it wasn't, but you know what they say. If you can play en passant, you absolutely must. So I did. My opponent played d5, just going and attacking my queen. Oh my god, what did I just do? I'm horrible. Where's the d5? There's d5. Okay. I backed up. Apparently this is the best move in the position. I guess just going for this weakness or something. I'm not 100% sure. He takes back. Apparently this is a horrible blunder. I don't know why white loses so much advantage because of this. Maybe it's something. I honestly am not sure, but oh, that's why. Because I wasn't looking at this, which this check just straight up is a fork and wins the rook. So I move over with the king, and I realized that after this, I spent a little bit of time and just saw, well, he's gonna take this. What do I do with my king? Do I go this way? Do I go this way? And I went this way because I saw that after this, those are the knight's only two moves. That square is protected by the pawn. This will be protected by the king, so the knight's trapped. So I go there, which is best. He takes, and I play this, just developing my knight. He plays the rook to here, threatening to take the pawn all the way down here. I reply with b3. Just king c1 was apparently best, but b3, not a bad move, just making sure. He takes, sacking his knight, and getting two pawns for it. I play knight d4, just because I figured it would bring my knight towards the center, fighting for it, because he has a much better center structure here. Don't know who that person is, so I figured I'll attack the rook, attacking everything in the center. Sorry for that horribly drawn arrow. And he played a3, just getting out of the way. Apparently the best move here is just to take, and then take after takes, so I didn't see that. He plays this, not delaying the development of his queen. Not the move here, because you can take with the queen. I didn't see it. I saw this, attacking the queen and the pawn, and I was like, ooh, yay, that's a great move. And apparently this move is a horrible blunder, because I can take the pawn here. The queen here just does absolutely nothing. Like this, that pawn's just defended. Like the queen's not attacking anything. So I take. King f7 was a better move, because now I have this move, which apparently this is as opposed to this is the better move. Not 100% sure why, but hey. So he plays here. The better move is just to block with the bishop, developing it. Apparently this is a missed win, because after this there's mate threat, mate in 6 it says, which is nice. So I missed that, but it's fine. Apparently the best move is to just take the knight and sack your queen. What? Am I missing something? He can't take back, can he? Whatever. The engine knows absolutely nothing about anything. So I went here because I realized that there was discovered check, so I could go here, and if he moves incorrectly I can take his bishop. So I do. Apparently there was a better move with knight here. I'm not 100% sure why. Like I said, I'm a 600 player. I don't understand all of this. So he takes, and I think about trading the queen, which I do, which apparently is a bad blunder. I should have played this check. Granted, looking back on it now, I'm down material, as you can see up here. You don't trade when you're down material, but I still did. This is a blunder and loses almost all advantage, and it says it's a forced move. And I go ahead and I play this check, which apparently is the best move, but still loses a ton of advantage, which is funny. So he doesn't play the best move in the position, getting closer to my king. I should have apparently taken this pawn, just immediately sacking my knight. I'm sure there's like something, but I wanted to take it differently. So here he blunders this pawn. Now he develops his bishop. I play this check. Apparently I should have gone here, protected by the rook, threatening the bishop. I didn't see that. I keep doing that. I am so sorry, folks. So I should have gone here, like I said, because it's just a clean fork of the bishop and the rook. He can actually defend them both if he just moves the bishops forward, because of the fact that the bishop will guard the rook. Sorry about that. King a6, knight c6, which is apparently a mistake. I'm not 100% sure why. I guess they just wanted me to play this, just defending the knight, keeping it there on that active square. Bishop e3, again, just taking control, I guess activating my bishop more than it already is, and making this move possible so I can attack this. Next, he plays this check. I block with the rook, and he takes my knight, because I don't think after this check there was anything I could really do. I think he just threw in this check like it's a fine move. I'll block with the rook, he can take the knight, but after he takes the knight I block with the bishop and he evacuates with the rook. Rook takes c3. Apparently king d2 was better. I thought it wasn't, because I figured he's got a dark squared bishop. I shouldn't put it on the place where it can be attacked. Even though that square is defended by my bishop, I still didn't want to. Why does this keep freaking happening? I keep pressing down on my keyboard. Okay. He takes my pawn all the way down here. Apparently a horrible blunder. Loses a lot of advantage because I take his rook. Rook for bishop, obviously a good trade for me. I play this check, and I push my pawn because I realize that I can just straight up trap his bishop. His bishop can't go anywhere. This is protected by this. This is protected obviously by the pawn. So currently killing it, obviously, because I'm just the best player in the world. He plays this check. Apparently h5 is best. I assume just because at this point we're going to be both working towards promotion in this endgame. I play king c4. Apparently it's a mistake. I should have gone here, just I guess stick in the king with the pawns and stuff like that. It's a good move, but the bishop here is better. Reason being, pawns can't go backwards, but this is also a fine move. I played the best move, which is king d5. I just wanted to just start going towards these pawns and just play Pac-Man on him. Get him killed here. As you can see with the time here, he's down to a minute 22, and I'm down to 2 minutes in a 10-minute game. So I was just thinking, okay, I just need to play quick. So you'll see with these moves, I'm playing relatively quickly. Like I played this move in 2 seconds. I did a little bit of pre-moving at certain times. Rook f6 is good because it cuts the king off of this row, and since the king was trying to go for these pawns, it cuts him off. So I play here. Apparently king back was more accurate. Rook here was slightly better. I apologize for that noise. Let me turn my fan off, because that's just that's gonna be annoying in the background. So apparently here was just better, maybe going for my pawn, stuff like that. And of course I play the wrong, I click the down arrow again. Where were we? Right there. I go here. I just wanted to check him to win time, because you can see I'm spending less time than him. He finally goes here, and I go up a square, just defending my bishop. My other idea was that when he's here, he has eyes here, and he can take that if he backs up with his bishop. But with this king in front of it, I can now play this move, getting my rook off this file and defending my pawn. He plays this. This is where I spent a good amount of time calculating, and I played rook f3 with a check and a discovered attack on the rook when he moves, not taking, just delaying it a bit. He plays king g4, which sadly was a very, very good move, but I take his rook, and you'll see here he plays a horrible blunder, low on time, like I got him to by spending moves, and he takes. And what's funny is that I was so focused on playing so quick that I didn't even get out of here with my rook. I could have played this, just instantly winning. I could have played there, instantly winning the pawn with check, but instead I just took back. He took with the bishop, and I played this check. After that, king h3, and a lot of this I'm going to skip past because it's just me running down his clock, keeping my rook off the dark squares, not even taking his bishop because of how much I was just trying to run down his clock. I was just repeatedly doing things, running his clock down with checks, trying to keep my stuff. I kept my king on a light square so that I could never get, like, if my king was, let's say my king was here, I didn't, and my rook was, and then I played something like this, I didn't want to see something like this with check just going and taking my rook, so I didn't do that. He played his rook, I moved up, and as you can see, I'm just slowly winding down his clock. I assume he doesn't have pre-moves set. I don't know. Apparently, yeah, I can win the bishop again with check, but he hangs his bishop. I take it, and I don't know how to mate with king and rook, so I just slowly wind down his clock, and he loses on time. So overall, a lot of blunders. You can see my accuracy versus his accuracy, and yet your boy still won, even though 9 blunders. So I had 3 missed wins, 5 blunders, 5 mistakes, 10 inaccuracies. Absolutely horrible game, but I'm uploading it to YouTube because I feel no shame or remorse. So this was your boy Scythe Lucifer. Thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Later.